all of them in the... Oh! So she can actually use synchronization, but she's forbidden. Thank you, Muramasa, for bringing this back. I'm so happy. Okay, I love this road already. Come here on my laps. Oh, that's my spider. Please, I beg of you. Just swing his face. Oh my god, I'm dying. It is the next episode. No. You are not... No. Just go through the hole that she did. Okay, she actually transformed. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for yet another episode of Muramasa. Yes, so when I'm recording this, you are probably watching the previous episode, so I hope you liked that episode and the first meeting with actual Muramasa, so yeah. Also, I didn't mention this before, but the guy that we saw in the previous episodes, the Uramu? Yeah? He's kinda like Deckard Cain of Muramasa, you know? I just realized that. Anyway, let's just go to the episode and let's see how the smithing will go, because I assume that we'll get to see the process of Tsurugi smithing in this episode, so let's go. Leave up a like if you like the episode, dislike it, and maybe subscribe if you're still not subscribed, and let's go, yeah. Hear me, my daughters. Yeah, I hope that you will explain this to me in the previous episode. Why he's multiplying this? Per our way. Yeah, oh my god, Muramasa is so good. Yeah. Okay. This is actually good explanation. I guess Kiseigo is following this. I mean, in some way her actions will put the end to the wars when she eliminate everyone, right? Might itself. Okay. Yeah, she's like, I don't know if I want to follow this. Okay. Let's see this. Okay. Oh. Oh, all of them in the... Oh! All three Tsurugis for three sides of the conflict. Wow! I didn't thought they will all be smithed at one time. But isn't Muramasa inexperienced? Isn't she just learning basics of smithing? Okay. So wait, did I got it wrong? Not only to Yoshino, one for south, one for north. Oh, okay, for two sides of the conflict, I'm sorry. So, Ginseigo and father will be Tsurugi's and Muramasa will be left alone. Okay, makes sense.
明日より早速鍛造にかかろうぞ。音の望みが剣を持って人の心中の刃を砕くにあると知ったからには、その望み必ずやあれが果たす。
Okay. Come on. Let's do this. Oh. Here the narrative that has unfolded before me lost its clarity and focus. Kageaki, are you fucking serious? The events that followed, my Muramasa did not witness with her own eyes. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. That's why he cannot see it. Okay, makes sense. They are revealed to me, as she learned of them, though brief images and second-hand accounts. Okay. Old Muramasa and his daughter went to their forge, and the tsurugi that emerged were indeed exceptional in strength and ability. In addition, they possessed two powers. Some might call them curses that were unique to their line. First was the law of balance, which we are very familiar of. One good for one evil. One friend for one enemy. One beloved for one despised. This was the price that Muramasa demanded of its masters. There's no Musha who joined with a tsurugi of their line would ever be able to call this battle just, nor would he be able to wield his might freely. For though Muramasa's power was second to none, to slay an enemy in service of his dream would be that himself became that dream's downfall. This was the first step toward eliminating man's self-righteousness, the ability to judge oneself good and one's enemy evil that lay at the heart of all conflict. The second step, and the second power, was that of synchronization. Okay, that's new. The Muramasa Tsurugi could emit invisible waves. Waves that impose their master's state of mind upon any human within their area of effect. Oh! This is what the ability of Ginseigo is. I guess. Love of balance would thus be transmitted to the Musha compatriots, forcing the entire army to embody the truth of war. That's what... That makes sense now! That makes sense now why Ginseigo's song is like making everyone killing each other. I didn't thought about this. They're basically slaying everyone. Like, enemies and allies, because of the law of balance. It makes sense, okay. I didn't thought about this before. Even Musha were not safe from synchronization. Though they were shielded from the waves by their enchanted armor, Muramasa could still infect their tsurugi with eggs. Oh, this is everything about Ginseigo. Concentrations of corrupting energy that would grow within the tsurugi armor, and upon hatching, transform it into a relay for Muramasa power. Oh, so they're like transmitters. A new tsurugi first victim would be its own pilot. That said, there was no reason to believe that Muramasa Master would brainwash his own men with its power. A sensible Musha would use it to disable only his enemy forces, thereby ensuring victory. Which was, of course, precisely the reason old Muramasa and his daughter forged two tsurugis, one for each side of the conflict. If each used synchronization against the other, then the law of balance would rule the entire battlefield. Okay, so old Muramasa and Ginseigo both have the synchronization. Is Ginseigo having the law of balance as well? Because they mentioned that there's law of balance that makes, you know, kill for kill, like our Muramasa have. But does it mean that Ginseigo and the old Muramasa had this as well? I'm a bit like confused, so you can like let me know in the comments. to clarify this for me. It was perfect. Muramasa's plan had no room for error, no chance that something might prevent the realization of his dream. This Tsurugi would bring peace to Yamato. The long war between North and South would come to the graceful end. So old Muramasa believed, so his daughter believed, and so even his granddaughter not doubted. Yeah, I can see that this is why he called her like daughter. Makes sense. I'm sorry for like questioning this, you guys. I'm just being like some stupid kind of sometimes. Okay, so we didn't saw like actual forging. That's kind of sad. That things did not proceed as they hoped. As something we wait. That thing did not proceed as they hoped. As something we who possess the benefit of hindsight know all too well. History tells that the Nambokucho War ended in absolute chaos, a horrifying bloodbath that claimed the lives of, experts estimate, as much as 20% of total population of Yamato. Well, shit, that makes sense when like everyone is getting crazy. Thus, the Uemon Nojo Muramasa line of Sengo came to be reviled as cursed, insane, and though they vanished after only 3 generations. Oh, so Muramasa never had a daughter. The world will forever remember them as the demon armors of legend. Also, I was like almost making a theory about this on Discord, but I like stopped myself and I will not do this theory. But I just want to like mention that you remember that mother of Ginseigo had a child? Like another child before she was smithed into the Tsurugi? She had a child. So this child is half Amishi. Who's in the story is half Amishi? I mean, it depends how... I mean, I don't know how she could survive all these years. Because, like, age gap and everything. But, you know what I mean? The next scene opens in a palatial courtyard. A legend and serene Muramasa, whose eyes I'm once again borrowing, is prostrate before a flight of stairs leading up into the stealthy palace. Okay. So she's in like some kind of like shogunate? A man is standing at the top of the stairs, though only his feet are visible to me. I can feel his gaze upon Muramasa back. Okay. Since Muramasa lineage is claimed as being like demons and stuff, I guess she's like serving someone? Because she's the last Muramasa, so maybe she's like locked and like being a servant. The courtyard is empty, but for them, I sensed other people in the vicinity, but I remained silent and out of sight. Yes, Sandaime.
陛下におかれましては
Okay.
よい。今は公衆の前でも町議の場でもない。
Okay, so she's not a servant.
慣れぬ言葉遣いは無用にいたせ。
はい
Okay. Your Majesty. So the man before her is the Emperor, of the Southern Court most likely.
すでに聞いておろうが。村正、そなたの家紋はこれを断絶する。一切の継承は許さぬ。
Well, fuck. This is sad. Like, literally the country, the state just wants your family to be gone, like, forever. Just, like, get out of our sights. This is fucked up.
剣鍛冶右衛門の城村正はそなたをもって終えよ。
承知しております。
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
我が一門の犯したる罪、招きたる災いのほどを思えば、祖先に遡り、一族経類放殺の受け目に遭おうとも、恨み事は申せませぬところ。
Wow. Okay, I can see her point. Oh my god. But she's still accepting it too fast. I guess it makes sense in accordance to like having honor, being proud Amishi and everything. But you know, like for reader this is just like, why? Fight for like your own. Hmm.
陛下のご慈悲に感謝いたします。
Wow.
うん。
The end of her line. All the skills, all the history of the Muramasa clan would die with her. This is so fucked, oh my god. As a citizen of a different age, I can only imagine the weight such a sentence might carry for a person of her time. Yep. But the quivering of her shoulders and the bitter taste of her tears make the task a simple one. All because of her family's sin. The catastrophe that they visited upon Yamato. Catastrophe. The images surface in Muramasa's mind, and I view them with her. And there, the hidden truth of Nabukodonomochi War is revealed. Yep. It was an accident, a hiccup of fate that brought everything to ruin. At the time of Muramasa's forging, the general of the Northern Court, Ashigaka Yashimochi. Isn't Yashigaka the current, like, shogun surname? I think so, let me know in the comments. Something similar, right? To whom Muramasa, the first, was granted, he was by no means secure in his power. His role was less to lead his men than it was to ensure that their needs were to meet, and they remained loyal to the north. It was only by the political acumen of his younger brother, Yoshitsugu, that he was able to hold the army together, and even then just barely. The slightest shift in the south favor was enough to earn him considerable enmity. It was not uncommon for Yoshimochi to find himself staring down the blades of men who had been his allies just days before. The incident in question occurs shortly after he joined with Muramasa I. On the eve of what was to be a great battle. Taking advantage of the pre-battle carousing? An assassin infiltrated Yoshimochi, manor, and attempted to take his life. The general was a veteran of the battlefield. Without batting an eye, he drew his sword and slew his attacker. That's pretty nice. Law of balance is absolute. No man may defy its mundane. And so, with his return stroke, Yoshimochi slew the ally sitting at his right hand. His brother, Yoshitsugu. Oh! Yeah! Yeah, pretty much the same thing that Kagaki feeling and doing. I can see where this is going. From that moment, the armies of the north ceased to be men, joined by Muramasa power. To the mind of their now insane general, they became instead a horde of demons, ravaging, mindless. Faced with this tide of unstable madness, the southern general, Kusunoki Masahide, had no choice but to put his own men under Muramasa II control, before the enemy's corrupting waves reached them. Okay, this is like, what the fuck? I wonder if like Muramasa, our Muramasa is... Actually no, I don't think Muramasa have synchronization. because of like for Muramasa the first and second, like the synchronization was basically what created this whole bloodbath and chaos. So Muramasa didn't want that probably, and when she was like smithing herself into the Tsurugi, she didn't include that ability, I guess. That makes sense, actually. What followed was a battle more gruesome, more nightmarish than any that had come before. One side of the field was ruled by bloodlust, a monstrous sword lying waste to everything in its path. The other was a cauldron of horror and sorrow, a legion of men forced to slay one comrade for each enemy head they took. The end of days, it might well have been called. It was as though death itself were stalking the battlefield, its scythe ripping souls by the thousand. To this day, there is no accurate estimate of how many lives were lost, nor how many villages wiped from the map. I doubt anyone tried to take the tally. In the aftermath of war, those who managed to survive have no strength left, but to look upon the devastation and wonder how such misery could come to pass. Yeah, Muramasas are insane, every single one of them. One thing is certain, by the time Kunosuke and his famed 13 at last defeated the terrible might of the elder Muramasa and brought the end to the chaos, Yamato had become, in the words of the monk, a paradise for the wolves and maggots, for all manner of beasts that feed on human flesh. So Ginseiko beat her father basically in the fight. That's why we don't see him anymore in the game. Because he's basically dead, like his Tsurugi is not existing.
Muramasaよ。そなたら一門に悪心がなかったことはよくわかっている。
Yes, exactly.
乱世を収めたかったのであろう。
Yeah, so what's with this like harsh judgment? I mean, yeah, sure, we created bloodbath and everything, but that was accident. It's not like we are like cursed and like doing stuff on purpose.
元を正せば民の苦難も顧みず戦を続けた陳の罪こそ重い。
Yeah, that's a lesson for you.
北朝と和しておればこのような試技とはならなんだ。
Exactly, exactly.
いずれ陳の罪は天の罰するところとなろう。が、それでも村正よ。陳は諸職を預かる者として国土に災禍をもたらしたそなたらを許すわけにはいかぬ。分けてもそなたの祖父と母を。
I'm so pissed. I don't like this. I really, oh my god, I so don't like this. I so don't like this. I hate it. Yep, destroyed in combat, as I thought.
クスノキの二世村正は深く傷ついたが、まだ滅びておらぬ。
Oh, so she's like unconscious, okay.
これをこのままにはしておけぬ。近いうちに砕き、いつぶす。さよう心得よ。
Second would be cast to Imperial Forge to be consumed. So they're basically destroying her. Can they just like forge her, like actually destroy her? I guess maybe. Yeah, it's like you're just trying to kill my mother. Aww, Muramasa in pain. This is sad. Muramasa backstory is so sad. And I'm so pissed about this. I'm starting to like, I don't know.
潰すなというか。
ヘミシに取り、剣となるは本望。戦場にて倒され、土に朽ちるもまた本望。
Yeah, and just being melted, it's just like, yeah.
されど、ひとたび剣となりながら、戦なき場所で鉄くずに戻され捨てられるは、ヘミシとして、家事師として、死にも打獄にも勝る通告。
Yeah.
そうか。そうであったの。だが戦で葬るには今一度あの恐ろしき剣を誰かにまとわせねばならぬ。さようなことを真が許せると思うてか。
Yeah, I can see that. So that's why Ginseiko is sealed. That was like the only compromise they could make.
武の器は戦場にて朽ちねばならぬもの。それが叶わぬならいっそ封印され、永遠の眠りにつき忘れ去られるを望むものにございます。どうか陛下、この首を剣じてお願い申し上げます。先ほど陛下はお認めくださいました。祖母と母に
This is confident Muramasa.
乱世に幕を引きたかっただけなのだと。
Yeah, they did.
その通りなのです。我が親が何を誤っていたとしても、その願いだけは正しかったはずなのです。
Yes.
母が剣として最も卑しき最後を遂げれば、その願いまでも汚されてしまいます。土に埋めていただいても構いません。海に沈めていただいても構いません。ですがどうかひつぶしだけはお許しを。
土に埋めても掘り返されるやもしれぬ。海に沈め
I
て
can
も
see what he
引
says.
き上
Yep.
げられるやもしれぬ。
And that happened after all, right? With Hikaru. She got unsealed.
そうして村正の剣が大和に帰り、再び地上を地獄に変えるやもしれぬ。
Yep.
村正よ、
Ah.
首を剣ずるとの言葉に嘘はあるまいな。
Yeah.
はい。ご勘定を賜れるのであれば。
What she will have to do? It's like he's telling. Will he tell her to like smith herself into Tsurugi as well for the sake of her mother, and they can be like sealed together? Maybe she's like a, you know, safe trigger basically. So in case if your mother wakes up, you wakes up too, and you stop her. Okay, that's a deal. I guess that's what
よろ
happened.
しい。ならば三世村正、そなたに命ずる。剣を撃て。
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's see it. Shit.
そなたの母に被験する剣となるのだ。
Equal your mother.
そして母と共にいずこかの山院で眠れ。願わくば永劫。だがそなたを共に封ずる理由は他でもない。わかるであろうな。
Yeah, to stop her, just in case.
将来何者かが封印を破り二世村正を手にしたとき、そなたもまた主を求めよ。
Yeah.
そして母を監視するのだ。
This is the beginning of
そ
everything.
なたの祖父が願った通り、世に和を導く力として用いられるならよい。だがもし当世と同様、災いの武者となり果てし時は、
And she indeed did that.
そなたが二世村正を討たねばならぬ。
Wow.
それができぬと申すなら、
I love this soundtrack, holy shit.
潰す他にない。答えよ、三世。そなたは母を撃つことができるか。
Wow.
できます。必ずや五条の通りにいたします。
Wow.
よかろう。 ならば繰り返し言い置くぞ。剣となったそなたが無人と血縁するは母が解き放たれた時のみ。
Yep.
その時が訪れるまでは何者とも盾脇の儀を執り行ってはならぬ。今一つ祖父の秘宝をもって剣となればそなたもあの忌むべき技を備えるのであろう。
Yeah, slaying both.
人の
Yep.
心を侵す波を操るのであろう。
How to control minds? You mean synchronization, or you mean just like forcing people to like when warrior is wearing her, basically forcing him to kill allies as well? I wonder which one is it. Maybe Muramasa can actually use synchronization.
陳はあれこそがそなたの祖父の唯一の過ちであったとそう思えてならぬ。
He's so
そな
mistake.
たの祖父は急ぎすぎたのだ。願いは正しくとも人心を強引に従えるやりようはあまりに請求であった。
Wow.
ゆえにああなった。村正よ、
That was just the wrong choice.
波の使用は陳の名をもって禁ずる。
Oh! So she can actually use synchronization, but she's forbidden by the Emperor. Interesting! So it's possible that at some point in the story Muramasa will have like no choice and really do this. To control the battlefield, to create a madness. I wonder if she will be able to do this, ever. This is interesting.
いかなる理由があろうともこの禁を破りし時はそなたはもはや陳の臣ではない。朝敵逆賊である。
Okay.
いいな。この儀しかと命じたぞ。うん、祈っておるぞ。戦後右衛門の城村正。そなたと母が二度と目覚めぬよう長き時の果て解き放たれることがあってもその時こそそなたの祖父の願いを叶えるために使われるよう。
Wow. Wise enough to use power for peace. Well, she found the perfect partner,
そなたと
I guess.
相争うことなどなきよう天地神明に祈っておく。
This is so sad. I feel bad for Muramasa. I feel so bad for her. Oh. And so Muramasa's dream comes to a close. The newly forged Tsurugi was given with her mother into the keeping of one carefully selected warrior who sealed them deep in a mountain shrine. Really? Really? You are not showing me the forging? Really? Are you serious? A queen ant, cast in silver, and a spider the color of blood. Untouched, unspoken of. The two slept as centuries passed. And then we have this. Yep. And then, one day, they slept no more. So that was just like a blink of the eye for Muramasa's, basically. Wow. I could like probably follow the previous episode and end it here and do this like 2-hour episode, but well. Strange as it may seem, I find my jail cell a good deal more comfortable than the commission residence. Yeah, I can see. I know. Criminals are meant to be locked away. It simply isn't appropriate for a murderer like myself to mingle with law-abiding citizens. Fortunately, the authority pair has returned to Yokohama on GHQ business, so I have taken this opportunity to move back into my cell. I've already told Ichijo that I will be out of town for a while. Yes, we have interactions with both of them. What kind of mess will happen in this? Oh my god, what will happen? Also, if I'm correct, Kagaki don't know about Masamune yet. Kagaki don't know about Masamune, because he learned about Masamune only later when he was speaking with Ichijo. Also, I wonder if Sorimachi told Ichijo in this road about Kagaki the truth about Kagaki. He could. Why not? Sorimachi is still alive. I have to go out into the world once again. Once some trace of Kinsego is found. But for now I can relax, secure in the knowledge that I am where I belong. Of course, I have more important things to do than catch up on my sleep. How do I defeat her? Pretty easy. You just use a railgun and shoot yourself without armor, so you almost burn into the atmosphere, and just pierce her like Goku in Dragon Ball. Kinsego is a demon, a plague upon the world, an invincible avatar of madness, whose song drives men to meaningless slaughter. She must be stopped, and by my hand. Though I still do not know what happened to Hikaru 2 years ago, I no longer believe that I can restore her sanity. Our encounter on Ononoshima disabused me of that notion once and for all. And even if there were some way to save her, I haven't the luxury of trial and error. Whenever Hikaru goes, men die like birds in a storm. So I must defeat her. The problem is how. How do I bridge the gap in power? In common understanding, Emusha's strength is dependent on 3 factors: pilot skill, Tsurugi abilities, and the level of cohesion between the two. Factor 1 are skill. The difference in skill between myself and Hikaru is not something that can be overcome easily. It is a matter of genius, of raw unparalleled talent. I do not intend to stop trying to close the distance, but I know better than to hope that a few days of focused training will cut it. Yep, we remember, like, Hikaru is the prodigy. Factor 2, our weapons. By my estimation, there's no significant disparity in strength between my Tsurugi and Hikaru's. Muramasa the second, Graviton Control, is forced to be reckoned with, and Muramasa the third, Magneton Control, promises no less power. Factor 3. The level of cohesion between Master and Tsurugi. Yep, like in every previous roads, you were so detached from Muramasa. He was so detached from Muramasa. He was always listening to her as a tool and everything. He didn't try to understand her or anything. I was like talking about this the first time when the Emishi... What was his name again? Yagenta. Yagenta told him about this. He gave him a hint. And he was like, yeah, whatever. Yes, I suppose that is the problem. A certain old Emishi words have been much in my thoughts of late. Perhaps that was my subconscious mind way of drawing attention to the matter. Thank you, Muramasa, for bringing this back. I'm so happy. Hell yes!
それだけ走行を重ねているにしては、ミド、誰はあまり剣のことを信頼しておらぬようだな。
Exactly! So, this road, Kagaki is learning to trust Muramasa. I like it.
昨日からナレとあの赤い剣を見ておると、どうもな。どこかうまく噛み合っておらぬ気がするのだ。
It is.
剣は道具、それは事実。しかし、
Yep.
心を持つ道具であることを忘れてはならんのではないか。
Exactly. Exactly.
ヤゲン太郎。
Yagenta, yep. The words of wisdom. Since the first common road. I'm so glad we're back to this, oh my god. At the time, I was too foolish to heed the warning. I rebuffed Yagenta, insisting that soul or no soul, a tool cannot take responsibility for its use. Yeah, that's your problem, Kageaki. My feelings on this matter have not changed. The duty of mastering a Tsurugi, and the blame for whatever evil is committed with it, belong to the man who wields it alone. It cannot be shared, nor should it be. However, yep, and then you got the flashbacks of her like past. Low balance. I knew nothing of the meaning behind that dreadful edict. Well, you learned that in the previous road, but you don't know it now because it's new road. Part of it, of course, is that Muramasa never told me. But it's also true that I have made no attempt to learn of her past. Perhaps by keeping her at a distance, by doing nothing to dispel the image of cursed Muramasa that all the history books convey, I was trying subconsciously to absolve myself of guilt, to believe that my crimes and Hikaru crimes were all the fault of this demonic armor. But Aoshinogi showed me the truth, that the law of balance was intended not to cause misery and sorrow, but to lead people to peace and understanding. Oh, the flashbacks of previous road, oh my god. Alas, old Muramasa wishes backfired, and result in the indescribable horror. It closed out the Nanbokucho War, a horror that has now returned to Yamato in the form of Giseigo. That must be why... Yep. That must be why Muramasa refuses to allow me, her master, to bear the responsibility that is my due. She fears that she is responsible for defeating Giseigo and putting an end to the sins of her clan. Yep, you are pretty much the same, on the same boat. We have each refused to recognize the other's will, in a sense, fighting with nothing but our own individual strength. No wonder we can defeat Giseigo. It is not important whose sense of responsibility or guilt is more misplaced. What matters is that a Tsurugin master so alienated can't possibly function as a Musha should. A Musha, a true Musha, is born of mutual respect. The Tatewaki Nogi, or rite of joining, an ancient ceremony in which Tsurugin warriors assess each other, characters and ability and judge whenever they are worthy. When I first donned Muramasa 2 years ago, the urgency of situation allowed for only the most rushed of joinings, and since then we have not performed a proper one. I saw no need, and Muramasa never so much as broached the topic. Are we going to have like rebounding with Muramasa? We're going to have like the ceremony, like in proper way? Oh my, okay, I have to see this. This is to say, Muramasa and I are critically flawed as a Musha. I was aware of the problem before now, but I always thought it trivial, something that could be solved with effort and skill. Okay, I love this road already, holy shit. Perhaps this is the time to rethink the posture. If this is, I desire any hope of defeating Giseigo, Muramasa and I must be joined, not as a master and Tsurugi, but as a single, invisible whole, a Musha. Yep. So, Muramasa, you should stop calling Kageaki master. And that will never be accomplished as long as I continue to reject Muramasa's will. Yep. Hi, Muramasa. Oh, it's the second time I see you on like roof. First time was in the prologue. I'm in chapter 1. I look up. A crimson spider hangs from the ceiling. Thanks to her innate skill at concealment, Muramasa appearances are always sudden. I still don't understand this. How the fuck do you hide Muramasa? How?
鎌倉市中一通り銀星号の気配を探って回ってみたけど
どうだった？
なんだか微妙ね。
あ、それ。
確かにあるような、錯覚のような。もしかしたら今どこかから近づきつつあるのかもしれない。後でもう一度見回ってみる。
Interesting, they have another hint. It's similar like in the previous road, I think. No, in the Otori road. One day she had like... Oh no, it's not similar. Okay, never mind. It's just me like randomly babbling. Sorry.
そうか。
何？
いいよ。
Here and there, Muramasa blood-red armor is smashed with dirt and mud. Likely picked up when she was sculling through the city. As a life form of sorts, Tsurugi are fully capable of self-maintenance. It's not as though there's any particular need to clean a dirty Tsurugi. However, a true warrior should care for his weapons, I guess? Hmm? Oh my god, this is so good, I love it! A true warrior would not neglect his weapons, would he? No, he would always maintain them in the best possible condition. Oh my god, I can see already Muramasa being frustrated when Kagaki come to her and just rubbing her back. Oh my god. The battlefield is whatever you are. Yamusha's saying goes. You never know when or where an enemy might strike. It will be too late to shake the rust from your sword once they do. Yep. I haven't given it too much thought before now, but yeah, I see the point. Come here on my laps. I will pet you. Oh my god. Muramasa will get head pats. And some rubbing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's happening. There happens to be a glove close at hand. I pick it up and pull Muramasa to me. Oh my god. What? You grabbed like her leg and just pulled her to himself like, oh, that's my spider. This is hilarious and awesome. This is wholesome actually. I pick it up and pull Muramasa to me. Then begin wiping at the sides of her thorax, where most of the dirt seems to have collected. If she could blush, she would blush. I swear. Yes! Is she going to hit him? Please, hit him. Please, Muramasa. Please, I beg of you. Just swing his face. Please, do this. Oh my god, where do you feel? Oh my god. Did she have like still actual feeling of her own body in this? Your shell. This is great. This is great. Oh my god, I'm dying. Does she think me the sort of a man who's aroused by giant spiders? That would indeed make me a heinous pervert. Oh my god. Oh my god, she definitely has some kind of like feeling of her own body. What is this? What is this? I love it. Oh my god, I love it. This is the best scene in Muramasa. The best comic relief ever. Oh my god.
04号、何を騒いでいる。開けるぞ。
This is so good. This is so good. I love it. Oh. And Muramasa is nowhere to be seen. How the hell did she disappear? How do you hide huge spider like this? What the fuck?
なんだその奇妙なポーズは。
What?
単なるイメージプレイです。監視殿。
What? Okay.
どんな人間大の雲と魂の性的交渉。
Oh my god, this is great. Oh. You know what? Oh, I've posted on Discord after I recorded previous episode some meme and I said I refuse to explain this. Because I wanted to indicate that I like Muramasa form very much. Her like real form. And posted like the old guy. So he's in the story. So you guys would know that it's like a tease that I already read part of the story. And you mentioned, oh yeah, this funny situation. I had no idea that by mistake, I teased the next episode. This is purely non-intentional. How the fuck did that happen? Oh my god.
そうか。邪魔をした。
Okay. Oh.
何か。
Guess I don't have to tease episode anymore. By mistake, I...
あのな、どうしても辛い時には相談しろよ。大した力にはなれないと思うが、話くらいは聞いてやれるし。
Oh, he thinks that Kakaki has some mental issues. Oh my god.
痛み入ります。
So good.
うん。
やっぱりいやらしいことする気だったのね。
Oh my god.
お前まで真に受けるな。他の弁明がとっさに思いつかなかっただけだ。
本当かしら。じゃあどういうつもりだったのよ。
Oh. Also, was it always here? Did she always had these like armors here between the legs? I don't remember that actually. Or I didn't like focus on her sprite like this. I guess I didn't saw this part.
お前があちらこちら汚れているから拭いてやろうと思った。
Yeah.
そう。
Murasa seems to have calmed down, so I reset her and resumed cleaning. Thanks to her struggling, the dirt is more spread out than before.
けどそんなこと、これまで一度だってしなかったじゃないの。
Yep.
無用のことだと思っていたからな。
ええ。放っておいても勝手に落ちるもの。
だが、考えを変えた。いや、変えようと思っている。
Yep. Trying to bond with her
どういう
better.
こと？
武者としての姿勢を変えるべきなのではないかと。そう考えている。
Yeah.
銀星号を破るために。今のままでは、俺たちは勝てない。
Pretty much.
これは現実だ。
かもしれない。
信仰一致という。
I speak an ancient phrase, one which describes the supreme state that all Mushas strive to reach. The exact details of how to achieve it vary from whoever you ask. But the ultimate goal is to reduce the delay between the pilot commands and its Tsurugi responses, or eliminate it altogether, if possible. Though thought and actions should be simultaneous. Perfect oneness is said to be impossible to attain. I know, however, that is not. My enemy stands upon that mythical summit.
銀星号を成し得ているようだ。いかなる理由でか。
Yeah.
俺に比べれば、
Oops, sorry.
俺たちの即応性はあまりにも大きく劣る。だからいつも気づいこの劣勢を挽回しない限り、幾度戦っても結果は変わるまい。
言われなくても、その問題なら前から検討してた。制御系統の整備で改善が図れるはずなの。あと関節部の。
お前だけの努力で解決することではないだろう。
You need to bond together.
信仰一致は師手と剣の課題だ。両者の間合いがどうあるかという評価だ。遠ければ叶わず、近ければ叶う。
Yeah. So this road we're getting Kagaki actually understanding Muramasa.
だから、
And his like actual ways.
お前が余計な自我を立てず、道具に徹すればよい。あとは俺がお前を扱い切る。
This is not the mindset that we need, Kageyaki, you know? That's like she have a will, like she cannot like help it. Like this is like a living being. That sounds wrong, Kageyaki. That sounds bad.
あなたが私の手足に徹すればいいのよ。
Woohoo! Yeah, getting back at him. This is how it always been. And this is why we always lose. It can't continue. If I intend to defeat Ginseigo and bring an end to her violence.
村正。
何度繰り返しても同じよ。この会話は。あなたが引けないなら、私だって同じ。
ああ。だから、俺の方から折れることにする。
Oh, whoa!
Eh?
Okay, that's surprising.
頼む。
Shit! I lowered my head to my Tsurugi.
お前が銀星号との戦いを決して人任せにできないのは分かった。もう二度と道具になるとは言わん。
Damn.
村正。俺はお前の意志を認める。
ミド？
お前にも認めてほしいのだ。俺もこの戦いを人手に預けることはできん。ヒカルは俺が止めなくてはならない。
Yeah. Basically, pilot have to stop pilot. Tsurugi has to stop Tsurugi. Basically, they're like their focus is mutual. It's the same target. I mean, not the same target, but in like same place. So you just work together.
頼む、村正。俺の意志を認めてくれ。それだけが望みだ。
That is all. But that is enough, surely. Enough to foster the change we need. I'm not asking to share our guilt or our duty. In fact, I'm proposing the opposite. To acknowledge that neither of us can be banned. I will continue fighting for what I must, and bear the weight of the burden alone. Muramasa will do the same. Just we will each respect the other's will while maintaining the sanctity of our own. If only I had arrived to this conclusion sooner, instead of wasting so much time struggling to smooth her Muramasa ego.
意味のないことよ。
あると思う。おそらくは必要なことなのだ。俺とお前が共に戦うために。
これまでだって一緒に戦ってきたでしょ。
い
Yeah.
や、単に並んで戦っていただけだ。これまでは。俺はお前を認めていなかったし、お前とてそうだった。 その問題をうやむやにしたまま騙し騙し走行してきたのだ。倒すべき敵が共通であったから、それでもどうにか武者の格好はついた。しかし銀星号に勝つことは叶わずにいる。勝たねばならない。勝つためだ、村正。俺のことをどう思おうが構わん。あくまで手足と思いたいならそれでもいい。だがその手足にも譲れぬ意志があると認めてくれ。
Yeah.
頼む。
She meets my second entreaty with silence, though the tone of the silence seems vaguely uncertain. Is it too late? Am I a fool for thinking we can start anew? Regret for those 2 years wasted burns hot in my chest.
どうして急にそんなことを言うの？
Ooh, she's not aware that he peeked into her past. She's not aware.
知ったからだ。青江のしのぎは俺の昔を夢に見せたが、その夢にお前の過去も混ざっていた。
Yeah. Yep. You never speak about them. You wanted them to be hidden. And he still knew.
すまないことをしたと思う。勝手に人の心底を覗くがごときは俺としても本意ではない。しかしお前の戦う理由、譲れぬ理由がそれで分かった。お前たち村正一門が陽光などではなかったことも。
Yeah. Yep, exactly. This is so... Oh my god, I love this! I love this, how Kageaki and Muramasa starting to interact with each other in this road. I wanted this to happen since the beginning. Since chapter 2. I wanted this to happen. And it's finally here. The level of balance. What I thought was a curse. Was a curse head. In fact, had been born of the desire for peace. I still feel an upwelling of anger when I think of how I was forced to kill my mother. But this is only my weak heart at work. It was my choice to wield Muramasa. My choice to speak the Covenant, despite having felt beforehand the doom contained within the Tsurugi. Yep, he was not sure if he can speak it at the beginning, we remember that. I have only myself to blame. And then there is philosophy that forms the foundation of the Muramasa law. The idea that ultimately good and evil do not exist. I cannot bring myself to wholly agree. Something tells me that things are not, or must not, be that simple. This is basically his conclusion from the... from Hero Road, from Ichijo Road. But I do understand it. The Nakubocha War was an inscrapable mire. In those darkest of times, such an absolute truth would indeed have seemed to only hope for peace. Now that I have experienced Muramasa memories, I know the depth of emotion represented by the law of balance. And I also know the regret my Muramasa, the last Muramasa, feels for the tragedy it caused.
Muramasa.
This is so sad that Muramasa is the last Muramasa.
自分の手で決着をつけようと望んだだろう。そう思う。だから俺はお前の意志を認める。
What's your answer,
お前も
Muramasa?
認めてはくれないか。俺の。
ダメよ。
Okay, why not?
村正。
私の考えは変わらない。
考えを変えよとは言わぬ。ただ認めてほしいのだ。
認めない。
Wow. Why not? Okay, Muramasa. Bring us some light on your thought process.
だが村正、俺たちは勝たねばなるまい。強くならねばなるまい。
ええ。信仰一致は私も必要だと思う。
Okay. So what's your viewpoint on this?
だからあなたは 私の意志に従うべきよ。自分の意志を眠らせて。
Oh, that's how you want to achieve this. Okay.
それをできん。
I can entrust my duty to another no more than Muramasa can hers. It's too heavy. Too personal.
そう。でもね、あなたの希望なんてもう関係ない。
What?
何？
これだけはしたくなかった。
What?
けれど、もう仕方ない。あなたがそんなことまで言い出すのなら、仕方ない。
Muramasa, what's going on?
ミド、私はね、一つだけ、カカ様にも、ジジ様にもできないことができる。
Okay. New power? What?
それは私が、二世村正を制するという特定目的のもとで誕生されたからこそ可能なこと。目的遂行のためならば。
Well, we learned from the backstory that the more specific purposes, the stronger Tsurugi is. Okay, what is this? I'm kinda scary.
己の視点に対しても力を震える。
Okay. That sounds like obvious thing that like Tsurugi can use power against like pilot? I guess that would be the case for every Tsurugi, isn't it? How is this special? I mean, it like she's like every like Shinichi is like living being basically, and they can do whatever they want. So they can hurt the pilot. So
村正、
okay.
お前はまさか。
私の過去を見たなら知っているでしょう。私にもこの技はあるの。人の心を犯すことは私にだってできる。
Wait. Electromagnetic corruption disabled.
よせ。
Wait, what? Wait, she's going to like twist mind of Kageyaki? He's going to like go crazy on like killing spree or something?
それは帝に禁じられたのだろうが。
Yeah, exactly. I saw it with her own eyes. The use of synchronization was prohibited by the Imperial Edict, yeah. Uh-oh. This is bad, actually, what the fuck? To the people of medieval Yamato, the Emperor was a living god. His word was not only law, but it was the law of heaven itself. Muramasa can't possibly violate it, can she? But contrary to my expectations, there is no hesitation audible in Muramasa's reply.
遠い昔のことよ。
Yeah. No. No. You are not. No. You are not telling me that Muramasa is going to become like villain for this road. No.
あの時代から色あせずに残っているのは私の鋼鉄と使命だけ。邪魔になったあなたの意志を潰すくらいのこと造作もないのよ。そう、
What the fuck?
簡単なことなのよ。従いなさい。
Obey. What the hell, Muramasa? I'm scared of you now. Is she the Conqueror? The demon? Thoughts not... Oh my god. Thoughts, not my own, take root in my soul. Are they coming from Muramasa? This is how mental corruption works. This is dire. There's no way to resist.
従いなさい。
These waves consume you from the inside out.
あなたの心はいらない。 私には必要ない。
What?
だから
Oh my god, flashbacks.
だから消す。
Whoa! What was that? And me. Minato Kageaki. Myself is still intact. But why? I should have had no choice but to submit.
どうして私は
Did she hesitated? Did she hesitated? She cares about Kageaki!
村正。
もういい。あなたなんていらない。あなたがいなくたって。
どこ行く？
She's going alone for the rampage. I mean, for killing, searching for Ginsego. I many times mentioned that can't she just do this alone? But I didn't mean like that.
どこでもいいでしょ。もうあなたとはこれきり。私は別のしてを探す。
なんだと？
さようなら。
What the fuck? An instant later, my Tsurugi is gone, vanished as though she was never there. She will come back. There's no way she just left Kageaki. There's no way. I don't believe it.
追わねば。
Whatever logic or prudence may dictate, now is the time to listen to my heart. I can't let Muramasa live like this. No matter what, I have to find her. Otherwise, I will surely regret it until the day I die. But how to give a chase? I'm still locked in my cell. And it will take several hours to contact the commissioner and arrange my release. Just go through the hole that she did? I mean, this spider is like your size. It made hole in the roof or somewhere. Just follow this. Ah! Gotta make it in time. And I don't know if I should end the episode or not, actually. I don't know. Maybe there will be fade out, maybe not. We'll see. If there will be fade out, then like, we'll see this in the next episode, but we'll see, yeah. I'm interested in like how this will go on, so... But just in case, if you like the episode, then leave a like. I live from tree to tree and rooftop to rooftop, knowing not where my flight will take me, knowing only that I must not stop. The sun is still high above the horizon, and people are out of the streets. It is foolish to move about so overly, but I cannot bring myself to care. Right now, I need desperately to shake this thing that threatens to tear me asunder. The effort is futile, of course, no matter how fast I run. The source lies within, not without.
認められるわけがない。
He asked me to respect his will, to recognize that he too has burdens to shoulder and duties to fulfill. That was all he wanted, and I rejected him utterly. Why? He even offered to respect my will. That stubborn, mole-headed rock of a man was willing to change his mind. Even so, I could not allow it. When Aoshinogi showed him my past, at the same time it showed me his. And so I know that he was meant to live his life in peace, to never know the horrors of battle. But that promise, that right, was denied him, stolen by me and my mother. I can see where she's going with this. Oh my god, she have like valid points. Oh my god, this is so complicated. And I love it. If not for us, if not for the line of Muramasa, he would still be living in the town with his family and friends. If only I had not been such a fool.
カカ様を見捨てるべきだった。見捨てなくてはいけなかった。
Yeah, but that was old ways. You were Emishi. She was your mother. You had the honor of Emishi. You still have. I should never have begged the Emperor for mercy. I should have stood by and watched as she was melted down for scrap. It would have been humiliating, mortifying, the worst disgrace of which an Emishi could conceive. I would have regretted it in the rest of my days. But I should have done it, all the same. I should have hardened my heart, swallowed my pride, and cast her into the flames myself.
それができなかったばかりに。
Muramasa is crying! You can hear that in her voice! Oh my god! The oily tears. Because I lacked the resolve. King Seigo was born, and the nightmare of the Nanbokucho War has returned to consume this distant age. I could have stopped it. All this madness, all these deaths, all the fruit of one woman's weak heart. The blame therefore is mine to bear. This battle is mine to finish. How can I let that man, Kageaki, shoulder the burden of my mistakes? I am a demon armor, Muramasa, whose foolishness unleashed a plague on the world. Why must he suffer so for my crimes?
認められるわけないじゃない。
She's feeling what Kageaki is feeling while using her. Like crimes belongs to her. I mean, she's not wrong that everything started because of Muramasa clan, but we established that wasn't like intentional and everything. Sparing my mother was not my only mistake. There's also the law of balance to answer for. If not for that curse, whatever her intentions, a curse it was, Kageaki would have only half the number of lives waiting on his soul. I'm different from the others of my line. I was forced to destroy Muramasa II. When and if she again threatened the world, law of balance, through the centerpiece of grandfather plan, was useless to me. That is actually very, very true. That's a valid point, yeah. So why did I inherit it? Because I had no choice. Law of balance is not an accessory. It is the principle that governed my entire creation, the foundation of my Shingana, the root of my power. To do away with it, I would have had to redesign the forging process entirely. Oh shit, that much? It changes that much? Oh my god. It would have meant discarding all the knowledge of my forebears and starting over with only my own skill to guide me. It was not an option. Even if I had to accomplish the impossible, the result would have not been Muramasa Tsurugi. It would have been vulnerable to mother's power, to her eggs. I could not have fulfilled my purpose. So I had no choice. No choice but to use the arts of my grandfather, and thereby inherit the doom of my line. No choice. However, even without those considerations, there was part of me that wanted to bear this law. The law was embodiment of my family ideal, the answer that grandfather had been so desperate to find. I couldn't bear the thought that his blood and tears had been for nothing. The dream of the peaceful world, free of self-righteousness, surely that was worth carrying into the future. How could I have been so irresponsible, so thoughtless? Yeah, I ultimately had no choice in the matter. My feelings weren't relevant one way or another. But I remember the selfishness that was in my heart that day. Unforgivable. Each time Kageaki is forced to slay a friend or loved one, each time I hear his soul cry in anguish, I curse myself for being that something good could come out of this, that the law could even foster everything but pain.
だからせめて
The least I can do then is reject him. I can't deny his will. Deny that any of this was his doing. This is my battle. My decision be the tragedy. This is my responsibility to the end of it. The sand. Something nearby, Ginseigo, or one of the infected. A semantic, Muramasa the second power. Okay. What's she going to do? She's going to fly to this, isn't she? The scent is thick, powerful. As if the target is deliberately calling attention to itself. There's no time to waste. Yep, Kakaki is not here. I turn back towards the jail, only to realize that there's nothing for me there. I can no longer fight at his side. Not only did I spurn his offer, I was unable to even to make him my slave. I'll have to face this foe alone. No,
一人でいい
I should never have involved another in my fight. Most Tsurugi need a pilot to function, but no matter. The arts of Muramasa can overcome any disadvantage. I know they can. I will prove it. Activate the magnetic field. Compress. Purge. Compress. Form skeleton. Adjust. 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 Compress. Form nervous system. Adjust. Full purge. Reform nervous system. What the fuck? Adjust. 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 Form musculature. Adjust. Adjust. Verify. Adjust. Verify. Program ready.
私は一人で戦える
Engage. Okay, she actually transformed into battle form. And this is a fucking Ginseigo. This is the actual Ginseigo, and we'll see this in the next episode. This is great place to end. I believe this is the great place to end. Oh my god, I can't wait to read more. But it's like 1.5 hours again. I cannot wait. I need to see this. Is this only Ginseigo or this is Hikaru and Ginseigo? I wonder. Such a great episode. It was so funny episode at the beginning. And it got so serious later on. I love it. This road is amazing. I don't know what to expect. Oh my god. Anyway, that would be it. Leave down like in the comment section your comments and thoughts about everything that happened today. And I will see you in the next one, in the next episode of Muramasa, the Conqueror, or the Demon Road. We'll see. Thanks for joining. And yeah, thanks, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.